I'm Stacy Gordon. Welcome to That's My Jam. If you watched my last video, you saw me make my quick and easy meatball recipe. As promised, now I'm going to take it one step further and use these meatballs in a recipe. This happens to be my current favorite homemade pizza recipe, and I think you're going to love it too. Today I'm going to show you how to make an easy homemade meatball pizza. You do not want to miss this. Let's get started. These are the quick and easy meatballs we made in the last episode. Now that recipe makes 3 pounds of meatballs, and we talked about refrigerating or freezing those meatballs if you had too many. But for this recipe, your meatballs should not be cold, and they definitely shouldn't be frozen because this pizza cooks really fast. So you're going to want your meatballs to be warm or at least room temperature before you use them in this recipe. A couple of my good friends make their own homemade pizza dough, and it looks amazing. I haven't made it that far yet, but I do enjoy using these packets of pizza crust mix that I pick up at the grocery store. These are under $1, and I think they make a really nice little pizza. We'll toss this packet into a bowl. Add 1/2 cup hot water. And we're going to start mixing that up with a fork. You want to mix that until you definitely do not see any more powder mix. You've just got a nice little ball of dough here. We're going to cover that and set it aside for 30 minutes. I'm preheating my oven to 450 degrees. I'm going to use about 5 meatballs today. I'm going to cut each one in half. That's what we want. I'm going to be making my pizza in this large cast iron skillet. Yes, it's the same one I used for the meatballs. All I did was wipe it out. Next, I'm going to toss a little bit of flour along the bottom of that skillet. Keep your bag of flour handy in case you need a little extra on your hands or on the pizza dough. Good hand wash. Got rid of my jewelry, and our dough's been rising for 30 minutes. We're just going to plop that right in our skillet. I want to add plenty of flour so it doesn't stick to my hands. And then this is how I like to do my pizza. Now, sometimes I do roll it out with a rolling pin, but honestly, I prefer it this way. I call it ugly crust pizza. Now, we're going to need a pizza sauce. Some of you make your own pizza sauce. That's great. Sometimes I do too. Sometimes I use a jarred pizza sauce, but my current favorite, my daughter and I love this Screamin' Mimi's sweet hot salsa as a pizza sauce. I know, salsa on a pizza. By now, y'all know I do my own thing. Whatever you choose to use, get that right in the middle of the pizza, and then I'm going to use the back of a spoon to spread that around. I don't go all the way to the edge of my crust, just about like that. Now, we're going to grab those meatballs. They're going to go flat side down on our pizza. Next, I'm going to use some fresh mozzarella cheese. break that open. And then we're going to start pinching off pieces and adding that to our pizza. Now you can decide how much of this you're going to use. I'm going to use it all. Except for the piece that I eat. I'm also going to add a handful of shredded mozzarella. Now I'm going to sprinkle some Italian seasoning over the top of the pizza, and this is ready to go in the oven. I'm going to start with 10 minutes. I'll check it at that point and see how it looks. If it needs more time, we'll let it go a couple more minutes. While that pizza's in the oven, now would be the perfect time to go tap the like button for me. And if you haven't already, please consider subscribing to my channel. At the 10-minute mark, the pizza is not quite done, but it's close. I'm going to let it go about another 2 minutes. And there she is. Sometimes this pizza cooks for 12 minutes. Today it took 15. Guys, this is something that you're just going to have to use common sense. Start eyeballing it at around the 10-minute mark, and you take it out when it's done. Now we're going to let it rest for about 3 or 4 minutes, and then we'll cut it. All right, I want to show you this nice little edge. Look, bottom done to perfection. Now that's a pretty pie. So much flavor, so much cheese, but y'all, that sweet hot salsa, that's it for me. Y'all, this pizza is so good. You're gonna love it. And don't even get me started on the cost difference between making your own pizza and having a pizza delivered. I'm gonna be back again with you real soon. In the meantime, turn off the TV, turn on some music, and just keep jamming.